Life Strategies, Doing What Works, Doing What Matters by Philip C. McGraw was written in 1999. Get realistic about yourself and smart about the world. No one can do this for you. The winners in life know the rules of the game and have a plan so that their efficiency is comparatively exponential to that of people who don't. No big mystery, just a fact. Become one of those who get it. Break the code of human nature and find out what makes other people's tick. Learn why you and other people do what they do and don't do what they don't. Amid the earnest, sympathetic tone of most self-help writers, McGraw is a breath of fresh air. He introduces himself in the book by noting, everything has something they do. Some people build houses, I build strategies for living. Dr. Phil and Oprah. In 1999, television talk show host Oprah Winfrey had civil charges filed against her for fraud, slander, and defamation for statements she had made about the dangers of mad cow disease in the beef industry and her unwillingness to eat hamburgers. Forced to stand trial in the white male-dominated beef capital of the world, Amarillo, Texas, she hired courtroom strategist Dr. Phil McGraw to help with the defense. Oprah could not believe what was happening to her. She believed the trial to be totally wrong. He had stood to lose $100 million, in addition to her reputation if she did not win. Despite what was at stake, McGraw felt that she was not really coming to terms with it. As he recounts in Life Strategies, he felt forced to look her in the eye one night and tell her to wake up, to get in the game, or these good old boys are going to get to hand you your butt on a platter. McGraw realized that this was quite a thing to say to probably the most influential woman in America, but it had desired effect. From that point, Oprah resolved to win on the court's terms. She won the case, McGraw believes, at that moment. The message. Oprah indeed credited McGraw as crucial to her victory and rewarded him with endless airtime on her show. But he relates the story only to demonstrate his belief that the courtroom is a microcosm of life. People will take things away from you unless you stand up for what is right, fully yours. But because life unfolds over a much longer time frame, you may not notice that. Lacking a clear strategy, you are losing. You either get it or you don't. McGraw lists the 10 most significant characteristics of how people think and act that you need to know to get what you want. The first two are the number one fear among all people, it's rejection. And the number one need among all people is acceptance. People do what works. Only when you have discovered what the payoff is will you be able to alter the behavior. Nevertheless, when a behavior works, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is healthy. It works to the extent that by doing it, you avoid some form of risk or rejection. A young woman came to McGraw with serious weight problems. It turned out that she had been sexually abused as a child and that each time she lost weight, male attention reminded her of her horrible past situations and she would start eating again. Identifying this subtle payoff alone was enough to break her cycle of self-sabotage. Identify your payoffs and you'll gain control of your behavior and your life. Life rewards action. The difference between winners and losers is that winners do things losers don't want to do, notes McGraw. It may be a cliche, but you really do have to do what it takes to get what you want, otherwise you will remain a passenger. This applies to family life as much as career. Be a person who tells someone close what they mean to you. Don't presume that they know. Act on the love you feel or you will regret it. The last 4 life laws are: life is managed, it is not cured. We teach people how to treat us. There is power in forgiveness. And lastly, you have to name it to claim it.